Well, it is calm now, but to the surprise of nobody living here in Seattle and Seahawks fans everywhere, rain in the forecast for later as we welcome you to the Pacific Northwest and Lumen Field. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. Monday night primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Milroe looking to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Well, last week he was one of the many guys held in check in that loss, right, Brock? But there's an early catch towards a hopefully better overall effort in this one.
Ultimate team sport, it's never about any individual, but it's about the whole group. A lot of people got to step up this week, and it's a good way to start.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It takes a lot of things going the wrong way for your team to lose when you got a 100-yard rusher. But unfortunately, that was the story a week ago, and he's trying to rewrite that script.
Dial up the zone read on 1st and 10. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Working on 2nd down. Milroe. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is to do it. If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Maybe some extra points, too.
On now is Dixon. Kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Thomas on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The counter again to Tracy. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's a design run. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Bears the 1st down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Slot receivers headed left. A handoff to Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Exactly 1 minute to work with in this opening quarter. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Offense in a hurry up here.
Dexter on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mitchell again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Throwing now. Milrow. Connection made to Shaheed. Taken down after a quality gain, though. 15 yards. And that's good for a Seattle 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
To throw. Here's Milrow. Into the hands of Smith and Jigba over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. First and 10 here for Milrow. And after that last connection, approaching 1,500 passing yards on the season. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Come on. Hey, after 60, 70, 19 tight.
Milroe here on second. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mitchell. Is it touchdown Seattle? Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Sent right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Seahawks 10. Bears nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now a pitch to Tracy. And they've got first down. Giving a gain of 13 on that previous play.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
First and 10 from the 32. Williams going to run with it. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It's going to be 2 on the pickup, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Williams set to pass. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. Leonard Williams. And that's going to bring this offense to a 4th and 23. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for them from the 31. Mitchell up the middle. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, this is Mitchell. Along the sideline past midfield. Down the sideline past the 25. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Look at how long he held off that defense before they finally got a hand on him, and they hauled him down.
Breaking out of tackles, sure, that's nice, but avoiding defenders altogether, that's even nicer and easier on the body, and you know his teammates love that breakaway threat.
Coming in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Number 5 for him this season. Myers to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. That makes this a 3-possession game.
Bears nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Thomas on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Starting this drive with a design run. They cobble together a yard there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
1 yard gain.
It'll be second down and 9, but not just yet. Only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. To throw, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part pays off with the first down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
Line up the design keeper. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Seahawks take over.
All set to go now from the 35.
35-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Milrow. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second down now, Milrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play. And that's going to be a Seahawks first down.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
A gain of 9 yards.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains!
Seahawks.
Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Come on. Hey. Hot 70, hot 70.
Play fake. Milrow bails out of the pocket quick. And he runs it across. Touchdown! beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They kick the running back in motion. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up the first.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Thomas on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. On the RPO, here's a throw to Thomas. The 50! 30! Gets the 10! Touchdown, Chicago!
Pass complete to Xavier Thomas.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day.
Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Chased out to his right. And this one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. Oh, almost a one-play drive. Defender couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on second down now.
Let's go now. Big Lion. Go, go, go.
The give now to Mitchell. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Third and long for him here. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. This plays a design run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They send with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. Space on the right. He's got room at the 20. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Oh, man, what awesome extra effort on that run, right through the contact and right through most of the rest of the field after it.
You know what's really cool about that, too, is that is going to help his yards after contact stats big time this season, and it's going to be really debilitating for that defense.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the
running for the pylon and in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyrone Tracy, his 5th on the ground this year. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it. You jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Milrow now to throw. To the left. He's got Arroyo. And he's going to be forced out of bounds with a gain of, looks like, about 4.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's now 2nd and 6.
19 tight.
Milrow to pass on 2nd down. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking a gain at about 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Buying some time left. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete, it's 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short pass, Bryant. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down to the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They're after him, and they're going to take him down. Way behind the line of scrimmage. Montez Sweat. And that sends his offense in the wrong direction. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Milrow. Center of the end zone, finds his man. Touchdown Seahawks. Cooper Kupp from 20 yards out. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Pistol now for Milrow. Has it at the 2. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
their own 20-yard line.
So as this drive begins, rain starting to fall. Tight end going in motion here. And start on the ground here. Tracy can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 7 yards.
Third down, Tracy gets it. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
I don't mind that call at all, Kate. A little RPO there on 3rd down situation, but they went to the run, and they just couldn't get enough.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Williams will look to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
No row now, off the play fake. Headed out right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Finds him over the middle. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
16 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And there it is. Touchdown, Seattle. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. And I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Flying forward on the ground. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Running back sent in motion. Here's Williams. Dump off, caught by his back. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
1-yard gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A big play out of that zone read. 37 yards.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on first.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that time. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
They'll go left side with Tracy. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. Well, running was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
They'll go. It's Tracy. And they find a weak spot of the defense on that fourth down. This goes for 15 and a first.
Winning, losing, tied, driving for the win. If you're running it on fourth down in the fourth quarter, Kate, you better be sure you can make that marker.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Design quarterback run here. And he spins right by him. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Into a crowd and intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Working quickly here.
The 22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Second and 3 now. To the air, Milrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Typically by this point, with this kind of lead late in the game, you don't see the ball pushed down the field. Now, there's part of me that kind of likes it because you're giving your backups an opportunity to play. There's also a part of me where you better be careful because I don't think this defense is going to forget it.
3rd and short, it's Milrow. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. All right, so it looks like the rain's taking a moment here. It's second down. And they'll pitch it out to him. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing here? How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.